After 9/11, the FBI warned the public about a number of potential terrorists they believed were being groomed for an encore attack. The feds described them as the next Mohammed Atta and put them on their most wanted terrorists list. Today, these dangerous suspects remain on that same list and are still at large. Yet oddly, the FBI no longer talks about them. The only thing that's changed, besides the descriptions of their appearances, is that the FBI is now offering bigger rewards for them, along with several key Al-Qaeda leaders also still on the loose. Families of 9/11's victims want to know why. After two wars costing trillions of dollars, do we appear no closer to capturing these top terrorists? Did the FBI stop hunting for them? Has it given up hope of finding them? Terrorism experts are equally troubled by the delay in bringing them to justice. "I'm concerned about these individuals still being at large," said Philip Haney, former Department of Homeland Security counterterrorism analyst. "It should be the government's top priority to locate and apprehend them." One would-be terrorist who was said to be planning to lead another attack on the U.S., following in the footsteps of 9/11's ringleader Atta, is the English-speaking Adnan G. El Shukr Juma, who spent time in Florida before fleeing the country in the wake of the attacks. The Saudi-born suspect, also known as Jafar the pilot, is still featured prominently on the FBI's website as a most wanted terrorist. The bureau has added a digitally enhanced photograph of Shukr Juma sporting a full Islamic beard. In 2010, the feds indicted the 43-year-old for his alleged role in a 2009 plot to attack New York subway system. The FBI believes Shukr Juma is helping run Al-Qaeda's operations from Pakistan, while Islamabad claims its military killed him years ago. Considering that Pakistan has lied before about killing Al-Qaeda members and about harboring Osama bin Laden, U.S. officials are dubious of its claim. FBI headquarters confirmed the Shukr Juma case remains open and that counterterrorism agents are still hunting for the indicted fugitive. The cases you mentioned remain open. Active FBI investigations with large rewards continuing to be available to those who provide information about the cases mentioned, said Michelle Goldschin of the FBI's Office of Public Affairs in Washington. Shukr Juma also has New York connections. His late father served as a translator for the blind Sheikh Omar Abdul Rahman at his mosque in Brooklyn before he was imprisoned for his role in the 1993 World Trade Center bombing and other terrorist plots. After 9/11, the U.S. government fingered the street-smart Shukr Juma as the ultimate Al-Qaeda sleeper agent and potentially more dangerous than even Atta. In fact, he was said to have been hand-picked by 9/11's mastermind Khalid Sheikh Mohammed, aka KSM, to carry out an encore plot to detonate nuclear devices in several U.S. cities simultaneously. Today, his mentor KSM is locked up at Gitmo, where he awaits punishment for his crimes, which frustrates 9/11's survivors to no end. When you consider the U.S. government's absolute ineptitude and abject failure to prosecute those they currently already have in custody in Gitmo, where they're still in the pre-trial phase 17 years after the attacks, you have to wonder whether, perhaps, The US government has just done a cost-benefit analysis and determined that it's not quite worth their time to bring any Al-Qaeda terrorists to justice or provide a modicum of accountability and closure to the innocent victims of terrorism, said Kristen Breitwieser, who lost her husband, Ronald, in the World Trade Center South Tower. Another potentially dangerous suspect still eluding authorities is Abduraouf Jday, also known as Farak Al-Tamisi. He is a trained pilot who has a Canadian passport and was said to be slated for a second wave of suicide attacks after 9/11s. He was identified in martyrdom videos recovered in Afghanistan. An FBI poster places a $5 million bounty on Jday's head and includes a photo retouched to show how the 53-year-old might look today. The New York field office is handling tips on Jday, along with Shukr Juma. Unlike Shukr Juma, Jday has not been indicted in absentia.